Hi everyone and welcome back to the MadTechTalk. So today we're going to review the portable monitor YODOIT, which is 15.6 monitor, which is literally portable, right? So regarding the basic specs, obviously we're looking at the monitor which you can connect, which is very easy to travel with, lightweight, etc. So I'm reviewing a few of those lately, and I wanted to test out from the company called YODOIT and see which one will be actually good and how does it work. So let's do that. Honestly, slim box, by the way, that's also a good thing. Okay, so the monitor itself, it doesn't feel as heavy, which is a good sign. So we're going to open that in a second. So the first, what we have here, we have the manual. So it tells you kind of how does it connect in German, English, and I think French. So that's all right. We have I think that's HDMI cable. That's HDMI to the micro HDMI cable. We also have the USB-C to USB-C. What else is here? That is USB-A to USB-C. And the charger, which means it will probably need some external power. All right, so let's see how it goes. We're gonna test it out and connect it. Okay, that's pretty. No, that's right. That's pretty decent. Is that yeah, that's like a screen protector. I'm gonna put here. Okay, so the monitor itself is decent. You can actually see how does it look. So it's 15.6, so it's nothing, too special. I think it's all right. What do we have on the sides? We have the two USB-C right here. We have the micro HDMI, which means we're going micro HDMI to the HDMI. And on the other side, we have, I think it's volume and the jack for audio, which I think it's all right. It should support full HD, and because that's kind of the direction I wanted to go, and I don't think I would buy anything which doesn't support 1920 by 1080. Okay, so it says that I should start with this. I should put this, and I should put it like that. Oh, so here's the magnet. Okay, that makes sense. That actually makes. It's still not. I'll be honest with you. It's still not very kind of like I would think that. Okay, it's not. It's not gonna fall. Okay, so it is holding. You can see it also on this one. It is holding, but like it's. I'm sorry to say, it's not perfect. All right, but let's connect it to the computer and let's see how kind of display is and the hertz, etc. So my first trial will be obviously to connect it with the USB-C to USB-C. I want to check if it actually requires external power for operations, because that is kind of my goal. That's what I currently have in my Asus, which means it just connects through USB-C and I don't have the Thunderbolt built into that port. So it's not like a, a Dell thing or something like that. So we're gonna connect it here, USB-C, and now connecting the other USB-C to my laptop, and let's see if it picks up the connection. It turned itself on. That's a good sign. So that means it does take some power, but is it enough? No signal. Okay, that's not good. So that means it's not taking the signal directly through the USB-C. Let me just quickly check, does it actually require the Thunderbolt? So laptop USB-C, when you're following your laptop, please pay attention to following notice. If you wish to adjust the brightness, so it actually doesn't says, ensure that your laptop Type-C port supports audio and video signal transmission, as not all Type-C laptops are compatible with YODOIT monitor, which means that it might not, even if I put enough power. But what we're going to do, I'm going to add additional power to it. So we're going to use the actual socket and connect and give it some more power, because maybe the power might be an issue. And let's see if this will make a difference. I just connected additional power to this device, and let's see. I'm gonna try to turn it on. So it doesn't react to me, which is not a great sign. It also only has a one button, which is not great, I would say. But let me just try to disconnect it and connect it again. Let's see if this will make a difference. So I disconnected it, like fully. Then I'm gonna connect the first one, which is the power. And then I'm gonna connect the USB-C to my USB-C. Does it pick up the connection? No signal. Okay, so that's not great. That's really not great because that means that it doesn't work on the USB-C if you don't have the Thunderbolt support. Honestly, not great. I'm not a fan of those type of options because obviously I'll have to use the HDMI, but it's still a good thing, you know. It's still HDMI compatible. So if you need, to connect it, you probably can have it through there. But the challenge is for some of you who have slim laptops, it might not work. But if your laptop supports the Thunderbolt, so like all the new MacBooks and stuff like that, this will work. So then we're gonna try with the HDMI. Boom, let's take off the covers. So micro HDMI, actually mini HDMI, I think, because micro is even smaller than this, and normal HDMI. So we're connecting one here. And the second one, the actual HDMI to my HDMI port, which connects directly to my laptop's. Yeah, and boom, it immediately kind of popped in. So you can actually see that, yeah, it just started to work, which is good. Look, you can see it does work. So that's pretty decent. Let me actually test it out now. What is the monitor kind of details? So I think it supports 1920 by 10, but by 1080, but let me just check. So we're gonna do extended display to make sure that it has its own resolution. Yep, 1920. Here it is. Boom. Oh wow, that's big, that's large, that's very large. So we're gonna turn off the scale, 100%. Yeah, 1920 by 1080. So that's decent. That's, I think, very good. Because that shows that, you know, it's a good quality monitor, and especially it's 15.6 inch full HD, so you can actually work, and it's 60 hertz. So that means you'll have a smooth work, smooth operation, and it's also under $100, which I think it's definitely worth looking into, especially if you're looking for a budget monitor which you can take with you. One thing which I'm not sure if I like is that this mount, like, I don't think it's very stable, but that you do it, it's still pretty cool. And I'm not sure that I like this bend. That's something which I also wanted to show you. So it's kind of like, you can see that it's thicker here, while this is thinner. So I'm not sure about that, but except that, I think it's a pretty decent monitor, working okay, you know, not for someone who's looking for some kind of basic work. I think this will be just enough. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you like this review. This is, one of the techs which I believe that it's important, because if you're using a portable monitor, in general, if you're using a second monitor, you can actually increase your productivity up to 40%, which that's why I think, spending less than $100 and increase your productivity is just definitely worth it. All right, this is it from me. I hope you enjoyed that video. If yes, you know what to do. Just hit that like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Take care.